I think strikes are much more in the public eye at the moment.
Couldn't we have Terence trying to put on the Phormio with a dissatisfied Roman cast who are going on strike?
With a what, sorry?
With a dissatisfied Roman cast who are going on strike, and then bring on our own cast when they walk off or something like that?
Yes, I think that's possible, certainly. We had Terence, of course, 2 years ago. There's just no reason why we shouldn't have Terence again. Okay, let's put something on the board anyway, see how it goes. Remember, of course, that we've got to write this in Terence's own meter. And that is 6 feet, of which the first 5 can be practically anything. We'll see as we go along, except trochees. And the last foot must be an iambus, though, or too short. So we'll put that in there now. And it mightn't be a bad idea, if we're going to deal with strikes, to think whether we can get any sort of striky pun before we do anything else. What about what? Streaks, not streaks, or stricks. Well, stricks and strikes, a bit far-fetched. Unless we do it all in some recherche English pronunciation. I think not, because that will put the audience out even more than ever. So aye, well, that's an idea. It's not going to get us very far. Where's the rest of the strike? Stry. Someone go and get the dictionary and look up words with... No, perhaps not, because they will all be very out of the way. Now, anyone can have a brilliant idea.
Yes, moon strike. Well, something like I'm on strike. Could we get that into Latin?
I'm on strike.
I'm on strike.
Well, monstra, of course, can mean some sort of omen.
An icon.
Yes, an icon. That's jolly good, actually, because icon could mean favourable. So monstri, and if we have a word here ending in I, perhaps the thing might be able to take shape. Well, that's a good beginning, and if we can keep that up, we might make something of it. Come on. Okay, look, gather around me now, please. Come on, everyone. I want to make a few remarks before we start. Come on, Murphy. Come on, boy. Hurry up, please. Okay, now, look, I just want to say a few things before we start. We've got plenty of time, luckily. We don't want to rush or hurry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the prologue all to be in position by 5 to 8, and then, yes, that's right, and then I'll send someone along to make sure that you're there. We then send someone round to the front, in plain clothes, of course, to say that we're ready to start. So all the prologue must be in position, ready from where they go in, all the people in the prologue. Now, just stop it, boy, and listen to me. At 5 to 8. Now, 1 or 2 other things. Prompts. You know, Mr. Moylan will be sitting in his usual place in the middle of the front row, where he should sit, of course. And if anybody has any doubts at all about his part, you must try and arrange it so that you come naturally within his orbit. And then just say... and then you just look at Mr. Moylan and say quite boldly, in Latin, quid dicam domine? He will then, I hope, answer, yes, very much, domine. Just to show how polite we always are, even in moments of stress. Right, now the next thing that matters... 1 minute, boy. Of course, if it rains, we go on. Come what may, even if it was the end of the world, we still go on, right? Whatever happens. And the audience are protected by this thing. If they want us to stop, they'll let us know. But we go on. What? Well, go and fetch them quickly. Right, all right, now look, you two. I've just been telling everyone 1 or 2 things. I'll tell you again at the end, all right? Make sure you contact me at the end. Yes, what is it? What, in the prologue, you mean? Why not?
Well, I've got
Yes, stop doing that thing when you're talking now about this. What is it? You've got to go to the school regatta, and you never thought of it before. Sorry, you're in the prologue, aren't you?
Yeah.
And we start at 8 o'clock. Well, do you think it matters or not? Well, why not? Quickly, why can't you come?
Well, I've got to be in the regatta.
Oh, goodness. Well, why didn't you tell me before? Really? About 6 weeks ago, I suppose. Well, look, we'll have to arrange it afterwards. We can't talk about that now.
So
yes?
what about aeroplanes going over
Yes,
during
aeroplanes. We must deal with aeroplanes. I know, they become more and more of a curse each time. Well, in my opinion, if there is an aeroplane, you must try and talk through it ideally. If it's really very, very loud, raise your voice, of course, but if it's too loud, then you can do the natural thing one might do if one's trying to talk and an aeroplane goes over. If you're a very bad-tempered character like Demeter, you can wave your fist at it. Hey, quiet a minute, please. Or you can Another thing you can do is to start making rude remarks in Latin after it's gone over, just to show the audience that you understand what's going on. Something like negotium facessit Daedalus. Some nice remark like that. You get a little titter from a few learned members, particularly on our big night, you know, when all the professors are here. Anyway, I'd have to leave it to you to play it literally by ear. Now, have we got anything else? Well, if not, can you go on and get on quickly with being made up and dressed and all that so that we're ready to start? And can you put that away for a minute, please? And may I just wish you good luck? Or better, may your merits be recognized.
Oh, yeah.
Or otherwise, whichever is better. I think you look a little bit too sort of romantic somehow. It doesn't quite go with the Phormio part. Just come along. I just may say that to Mr. Griffith now. Look, Mark, sorry, can I just interrupt for a second? Sorry. Willie here, you remember Phormio, he's supposed to be a thorough scoundrel, and somehow he looked a little bit almost romantic to me, you know. You see what I mean? I wonder if you could be just made to look a bit more villainous.
Pull the corner of his mouth down and
Yes, that sounds a good idea.
take his eyebrows down. He'll look better with the moustache anyway.
Oh, yes, good, thanks. Well, okay, that's lovely. Right, thanks very much. Look, let's have the Demipho, yes. But can I say a word or two about Demipho? Now, he is meant to be an extremely... Well, you know the sort of old men we've had in the past. But he's meant to be, really, if anything, rather more stupid than any of the ones we've had before. A blustery, silly old man. I know what he'll look like by the time you've finished with him. Actually, I think he's looking a wee bit sort of ancient, isn't he? Or is it not finished yet? Because you remember, he's only meant to be about 40-something. Not too grey, if you don't mind. But. And, Jim, look, two young men, please. Can we have you for a minute? No, just the two Antipho and Phaedria. These two, Jim, they're really meant to be more or less themselves, you know. Just two young things, modern youth, that's right. Just sort of pink and young sort of thing. I don't think they need too much change. That's why they've been cast for this. Me? Now listen, I want you to change quickly into your advocatus thing. What, your robes? I must have something wrone with my eyes then. But come on, put your robe on, go on. No. Well, okay, well, perhaps, yes, well, perhaps another time, because, well, I mean, I will, but it's not relevant to that thing that we're going to do now. Okay. Hey, look, Murphy, put your robe on quickly, please. I know, because you want people looking in their costumes doing that. What? What's your mat like, Cremies?
So where are all the people?
They've all gone off to tea for a bit. You can go and have some tea. I know you can't.
I can't. I'm not doing it.
What, have they sent the wrong robes? What's wrong with it? Well, it doesn't matter. That's funny. You've shrunk in your old age.
Well, exactly. See, that's all right.
But do you mean to say this isn't ready yet? Look, oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, look, boy, look. For heaven's sake, boy, when will this sign be ready?
I just don't know.
But look, the audience are already here. Now we can't. We've got to... Festina. We've only got 5 minutes. Look, all right, everybody. Hurry up, quickly. Sorry. Crisis. Shh, go quiet, please. Shut up, boy. Now, come along. Come and help with this thing now. Oh, look, there's the Order Decani hasn't been put up yet. And here's this thing. Well, get Charles or someone. Hurry up, quickly. Look. Charles! Where is that boy?
Milk, do all the grain, finishing all afterwards. We have to fake this up afterwards with some...
And this sex, that's not up yet. Well, where is it? Oh, Charles, thank goodness you aren't such a... Look, now, take hold of these things quickly and get them put up, for heaven's sake. Oh, don't be ridiculous. There's no time that can do afterwards. Come on, everyone round here, please, quickly. Everyone.
I put cellophane on.
Oh, that is jolly good, I must say. That's really fine. Yeah.
partes rursum meditemur, prius quam spectatores adsint. Ius! Accurrite! Oportet meditari! You beast! A nutrix! Get
In
up
the
for
prologue,
Act 2.
Terence himself is having a last-minute rehearsal of the Phormio when his cast, exasperated by his nagging, decide to go on strike.
Incipiamus usque abinitio. Te dave, missum facere, minitor tu, nisi deis smelius. Menivi? Hey, mox aderunt, age.
Amicus sumus meus est.
Quid dicis? Mad es. Obtinio use. Useless bum. Petty crook, Iaria. Quid abeus sicut dices? Oro te obsecro. Erat ridiculum ne facias. Te divetant deaeque.
Di mihi et de I'm on strike, quasi. Non iam laboro.
Quid vis face? Malis exemplis perdant. Deterrent. Ium. Quem mi amicum inveniam miser. Spectatores aderunt. Immo, adsunt.
The audience has already arrived, but luckily a Westminster, bridging the centuries, saves the situation and says, "Don't worry, we'll do any play of yours you like." "Then do the Phormio," says Terence. And so they do, to his great relief.
Phormionem dabimus. O fortuna, force, quam saepe forte temere cuncta offendimus quae volumus. Annos qui duo Devi gintia pinc, ide, ecce davum, Phormionem nunc agunt.
Antipho, knowing how his father Demipho will react to his recent marriage, discusses his fears with his cousin Phaedria. Geta, Demipho's head slave, rushes in from the harbor in horror. His master has returned from abroad.
In felix locum, ut neque mihi sit amitendi, nec retinendi copia. Sed quid hoc est? Video nego getam curentem huc advenire? Is est ipsus? Ei, timeo miser quam hic mihi nunc nuncietrem.
Nuros et getanis iam aliquo tibi consilium cellere referis. Ita nunc imparatum subito tanta te impendent mala, quae neque utide vitem scio, neque quo modo me inde extraham, quae si non a stupro videntur, me aut erum pessum dabunt, nam non potest celari nostra diutius iam audacia.
Quid illi commotus venit?
Dum temporis mihi punctum ad hancerem est, erus ad est.
Quid illuc malist?
Antipho steels himself to face his father's wrath, but his courage fails as Demipho is seen approaching.
Garis,
Voltum contemplamini em, satine, sic est?
non,
Quid si sic?
propemodum,
Quid sic?
sat est emistus serva, et verbum verbo par pariot respondeas. Ne te eratus sui sae vidicis dictis protelert.
Scio?
Vico actum te esse, in vitum.
Lega, judicio.
Tenes? Sed hiquis est senex quem video in ultima platea. Ipsus est,
Non possumat esse.
quid agis qua abiis Antipho mane in quam.
Ecum et me novi et peccatum meum, vobis commendo fanium et vitam meam. Eta, quinto, die.
Tu iam litis audies, ego plectar pendens nisi quid me fefellerit. Sed quod nos modo hic antiphone monuimus, id nos met ipsos facere portet Phaedria.
Phormio portet, quintuquid faciam impera.
Meministin olimut foerit vostra oratio in re incipiunda, ad defendendam noxiam, iustam illam causam, facilem vincibilem optumam.
Memini,
Nunc ipsas opus ea aut siquid potest meliore et calitiore.
fiat, sedulo.
Nunc priora dito tu, ego in insidiis hic ero succenturiatus, siquid desicia.
Aga.
Demipho has just discovered from a Roman tattler the news of his son's undesirable marriage.
Nippo imperio, nec simultatem meam, reurerisate, nunc dare, o facinus auda, o getam volitor, with me dicens, outquam causam reperient, de mira.
Demipho asks 3 learned friends to advise him whether his son's marriage can be decently annulled or not. The first 2 give him contradictory advice, and the third says that the whole thing needs further consideration.
Dic Cratine,
Menevis.
ego, quae in aequumst et bonum, et id impetrabis, dixi. Dic no, egio. O hunc dixi se credo, verum itast, quod homines tot sintentiae, suos quoiquimus. Mihi non videtur, quod sit factum legibus rescindi posse, et turpe inceptust. Dic Creto, numquid nos vis robem.
Ego hominem calidiorem, vidi neminem quam Phormio. When eo ad hominem ut dicerem argentum opus esse, et ipso factum fieret, vixtum dimidium dixeram, intellexerat, gaudebat, me laudabat, quaerebat senem. Dis gratias agebat tempus sibi dari.
Crimes is showing his brother Demipho the presents which he has brought back from Lemnos, while Geta soliloquizes to the audience about a plan to cheat the old men out of the 30 minae which Phaedria needs so badly in order to buy his girl from Dorio the pimp.
Period. Atat, Phaedriae pater venit. Sed quid per timui aut en belua, anquia quos falam pro uno duo sunt mihi dati? Commodius esse opino duplicis peutie. Petam hincun deo primo institi. Issi dat sates. Si aveo nil fiet, tum hunc adoria hospitem.
Cremes, Demipho's brother, learns to his delight from the old nurse Sophrona that it is his illegitimate daughter Phormio whom Antipho has married.
How obsecro, una miliquidem hanc sola. Quid dillam ertoramque dicitur cognata? Haec ergo est. Quid est? Composito factum, commodo hancam al sabere posit sile docet.
Vostram, fidem, quam saepe forte temere, winion quino naudeas obstare, offendiat winiens, qui cumulebam, et ut volebam, con lacatam amari. What nos ambo opere maximum dabamus operamus fieret, sine nostra cora, maxima sua cora, haec sola fecit.
While Demepho listens courteously to Norsistrata's habitual complaints about her husband, Cremis himself comes rushing in excitedly. He is about to tell Demepho the wonderful news that quite by chance it is his illegitimate daughter, Phormio, whom Antipho has married, when he sees his wife, Norsistrata, and stops dead.
Discum illa, nete adulescens mulier, defetiget, apiamus jubis. Sed meum perum selectione vitio. Demepho, Yamini datum sargentum huravi irgo, nolem datum, video luxorem, haine plusquam saterat, quor noles creme, jam recte.
Phormio has got the 30 minae from Demepho, has bought Phaedria's girl from the prince, and given her to Phaedria. He is now going on a spree to celebrate.
Coravi propria ut Phaedria poteretur, name mistas manu. Nunc, una mihires, etiam restat quaest conficiunda, otium abstenibus ad potandum ut habeam, nam aliquot host sumam die.
We're going to make our way up to Lausanne. We've got to go train.
Beautiful part of Lausanne.
I know, I want to train anyway. All right, we'll go to Montreux. But then we shall take a train. And we shall come to Italy.
All the way across there.
I know, we've got to try and get to Como somehow. So we're going to bike round there. But you see, all this is incredibly mountainous. I'm not.
But you're sure this part, I mean, this particular part is not?
Well, Bruce, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, fortuna! Oh, mors fortuna! Quantis commoditatibus, quam
Phormio and Antipho are surprised to see Geta bounding out of Demepho's house in ecstasy. He has just overheard that Phormio, the girl to whom Antipho is married, has turned out to be Cremis's daughter. There will be no further objection to the match.
Onero palio, atque hominem propero in venire, ut haec quae contigerent sciat.
Num tu intellegit quid ignaret? Num tu nil dansundem ego.
Ad le nodem hic ire pergam, ibi nunc sunt. Ius, Geta! Tibi, num mirum ad novum strevocari cursum quam institeris. Geta! Pergitercle.
Geta thinks that Antipho is with Phaedria in Dorio's house. It is some time before he realizes that it is in fact Antipho who is calling to him from behind.
Miliari orem apostet esse hunc, minitatur malum. Sedis me quam quaero annon, ipsus concredere abtutum.
They're not so bad in themselves. It's just that they clash rather violently with the general ordinariness of the situations and characters in these plays.
After all, I mean, coincidences are quite ordinary.
Well, not to this
I find
degree.
these coincidences rather satisfying, actually. They seem to
Well,
rather...
I'm jolly glad to hear someone say that, I must say. Everyone always seems to have it in for poor old Terence. After all, you have plenty of coincidences in Molière, who took lots of his plays from Terence, of course, and no one seems to complain about Molière. And even in Shakespeare, for that matter, you get coincidences.
Oh, sir, nitrogen run through. You know the big Dorian
Yes, yes.
Well, it's all askew.
Oh, gosh, look, for heaven's sake, what are we sitting here for? Go and do something, George. Quick, hurry up.
Demepho is threatening to get the 30 minae back from Phormio. Phormio, knowing now about Cremis's bigamous marriage, has decided to tell Norsistrata all about it. The two old men try ineffectually to stop him. The fight is interrupted by the appearance of Norsistrata herself.
stipuisti?
Questi comus. Non respondis?
E che ne tibi respondiat, qui hercle ubi sit nescit.
The play ends. Norsistrata, having learnt all from Phormio, becomes embarrassingly fond of him. He rushes off to look